So you're out and about and somebody says, "You're a realtor? How's the market?" Now, I'm going to talk today about the Charlotte market with stats from April. But when people say, "How's the market?" man, there are a lot of ways you can answer that. A lot of it's specific to an area of town. You know, Charlotte's a big area, and outside of the 485 loop, you've got all these great small towns. Like I'm often with Jude, the Doodle Dude, my dog, down in downtown Waxhaw or downtown Monroe. And when people say, "How's the market?" Well, how's the market in Waxhaw, which is kind of a big spread, and how's the market in Monroe? Again, big spread. How's the market in Charlotte? So let's just talk about it. Obviously, I'll give you my phone number, and the best thing to do is if you want specifics on your neighborhood, I've got a great team that will work with you, and we love to just give you some free information if we have the privilege of getting a phone call. So in Charlotte, in April, home sales fell by about 3%. And that, you know, is kind of in trend with the national home sales. About 3,600 homes sold in Charlotte in April. And that was just a little bit below the April 2023 levels because, hey, we all know that big gorilla in the room is the mortgage rates, right? So I could put you in touch with one of our lenders who could send you a daily report. I get them about mortgage rates go up, down, you know, and so a lot of that has to do with economic trends. If you want that, give me a call and I'll have one of these lenders send you that daily report. Pending home sales increased by 3.6% year over year. So sales are up just a little bit in April in the greater Charlotte area. 4,250 homes went under contract. Now this kind of stuff might turn you on. I'm not a huge guy on stats. To me, it's a lot of it's relational and specific to your neighborhood. Of course, we do a lot of new home construction, and some of you may be living maybe in an existing house in Madison Park or in Matthews or maybe in Mount Holly, and you'd like to know because you would like to move into a new construction home, and that's understandable, and we can help you with that. We can give you a real idea what your house is worth. Zillow ain't been in your house. Invite us over. Buyer demand remains steady. I mean, people want to buy. It's up a little bit, 1.3% rise from March, to April. Now, by the way, I'm a member of the Canopy Realtor Association. We're local board members. In fact, we had a Realtor Expo this week, rubbed noses with some other of my compadres. A lot of new home sales folks were there as well. And what's neat about that is you can be a real estate broker. I have some interaction with one I know who's not a member of the Realtor Association. And this listing I'm getting ready to tell you about is not on the MLS because he can do it the way others can do it. I could do it this way, not be a member of the MLS, not pay the fees, but he's got a property with a sign on it. And you got to dig deep to find the number. And I had to really dig deep to find this listing. And let me tell you about this listing real quick. I'm making a point, but about the MLS, because I'm going to quote our president. And I'll make this point real quick, that I'm a member of the local Canopy Realtor Association and the NC Realtors, that's state level, and the National Association of Realtors. That's how we get to call ourselves realtors, not just brokers. Or in South Carolina, they call us salespersons, unless we've moved up to that top broker. But I digress. This guy's got plus or minus 3 acres right near the hub of downtown Waxhaw, which is probably my favorite downtown, small town downtown throughout the greater Charlotte area. We've got a lot of them. I mean, Mount Holly's cool. Concord's very cool. Matthews is very cool. Mint Hill, even though it's different, I like it. Pineville is cool. But something about Waxhaw, man. Wow. And so this listing, it's zoned commercial, although it's a house that was built in the 1800s. So, but it looks really neat, as a lot of them do, off the grid a little bit. But for an investor, this could be a great investment. Zoned commercial already. Man, I hope you keep the house and make that a store or something and do whatever you want with the rest. But it's 1.6 million, and I can help you with that. Give me a call. So Charisma Sutherland, she's our president. She highlights the importance of home ownership for building wealth. Problem is, first-time home buyers is hard. I saw a lender that has a down payment assistance program. There are a lot of those, but still it's rough. And there are a lot of buy downs where you can buy the rate down, seller concessions. So don't listen to the hype that you don't really need a buyer agent, even if you have to pay for us out of your own pocket. Trust me, we're worth every penny. New listings rose 17% year over year. In April, 5,100 plus homes being listed. So the new listings rose. Now that kind of catches my ear because if you got to go, you got to go. If you need to move for whatever your button is, then, you know, let us come and look at your house and consider listing it. And we do love the MLS for that, not Zillow. Take that, Zillow. Inventory increased by 24%. With 6,400 homes for sale, and we use this term representing 1.9 months of supply, meaning there's not a lot of supply there. It's a seller's market, but inventory is increasing. That's interesting, and the average price increased by 9% year over year to 500,000 plus. Now, again, that's specific to neighborhoods. There's so many variables in the sales price, so don't just think, hey, if I can't buy a $500,000 house, I can't buy a house. Not so. Had a woman stop me. Our dogs were talking in downtown Waxhaw the other day, and she said, hey, there's a house over on such and such street. I said, well, hey, I'll have one of my team members email you the details on that home for sale. And that house was listed at about 200. And so there were some dynamics behind that. But, you know, hey, give us an opportunity to work with you and to try. Help you list your house and sell it, help you buy a house. But as I said, we do a lot of new construction. So, you know, when we see data relative to an existing home, like, you know, you could call out a street name. If it's from an existing new construction home in the last 10 years, very likely would know the name of that street or neighborhood, but not so much with existing. But my team, I got 4 agents that are great, and they are. So days on the market decreased, indicating a faster paced market. Homes averaging 37 days on the market. However, we've been up and down the last couple of years where, you know, say in a 3-month period, we may have bid, outbid, bid, or lottery, get in line kind of stuff. That stuff kind of goes up and down. There are a lot of variables. So give me a call and I'll connect you to one of my team members. If you're out of town, if you need me to go shoot a video of a neighborhood, had one this week asking about the neighborhood called Firethorn Country Club. And so while one of my team members is working on that, I went and shot a video to show what the streetscape looks like in that neighborhood. So while they're working on deals, I'm working on getting you information via video. So guys, there we go. That's the market. How's the market? I just told you. Now, if you want me to do something specific for Waxhaw or for Huntersville or for Mooresville or for Concord or for Center City, Charlotte, it all begins with a phone call. Let's work on your behalf. 704-345-3400. I don't have to ask you to subscribe, do I? Don't make me come back there. Hit that button, baby, and I'll look for your phone call. I want to hear your story. 704-345-3400.